Reports from Iran say more than 100 people have been killed after two blasts near a cemetery, where a ceremony was being held to mark the death of the country's top military commander. Qasem Soleimani was killed in a US drone attack back in 2020. These pictures from Iranian state TV. Latest pictures show the aftermath of one of the blasts, which happened in the southeastern city of Kerman, where hundreds of Iranians had gathered to mark the fourth anniversary of Soleimani's death. Well, our international correspondent John Sparks joins me now. John, what do we know about what's happened here?
Hi, Jane. An extremely violent episode, this, at a deeply unstable period in the region. As you said, more than 100 people dead, scores of people injured. I think the last count was around 170. And we're hearing from officials and from Iranian state media that there were two explosions in the southeastern city of Kerman, near the tomb of Qasem Soleimani, General Qasem Soleimani, a key figure in the Iranian Revolutionary Guards. A reasonably sophisticated attack, I believe. Two explosions remotely detonated, according to Iranian media. The second explosion coming at some point after the first, perhaps up to 15 minutes later. That would be done deliberately to target those people who are coming to the scene, members of the security services, the emergency services, etc. And we understand that 4 police officers and 3 paramedics have been killed. Importantly, at this stage, no one has claimed responsibility, but the deputy governor in the region has called it terroristic. I'll just say a few words about Qasem Soleimani, probably the best known figure in the Iran's Revolutionary Guard, perhaps the most important figure in the so-called axis of resistance, this coalition of countries led by Iran that oppose the Americans, the Israelis, the British, and others as well. Soleimani credited with funding, training, providing hardware to groups like Hezbollah in Lebanon, Hamas in Gaza, groups in Iraq and Yemen as well. And he was taken out by an American drone in 2020 at Baghdad airport. The regime in Iran, no shortage of enemies, both at home and abroad. Pro-regime figures already blaming the Israelis for this. There is no evidence at this stage for that, but it does fit a wider pattern of instability in the region. That is for sure.
Okay. John, thanks very much for that.
Shalom, shalom, Yashar Allah. I want to start off first things first, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rahakadash, which in the petty who be tongues, creating Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to your sister brothers living in truth, and shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show yourselves approved. As you did see from that clip, things are heating up. They just did a blast that unalived over 170 people in Iran, trying to mourn, their old war general that Trump took out when he was in office. This is going to have some big time consequences. This is going to make the tension level rise real high. They're already blaming Israel for it. Now, what I'm waiting on, Yashral, I want to see if Israel's going to claim that. Like, yeah, I did it, and what? Or if they're going to put it off on somebody else. And when I first seen this story break open, I initially thought about Babylon the Great America. But they're putting it on Israel, which Israel and Iran have been in a big conflict for some years now. And it seems like everything is starting to, boil over. World War III is really already kicked up. We're just waiting on major players to kick in, which just might do it. And you see they're calling it a T attack on them. So they feel attacked. They done lost policemen, paramedics, and they're gonna, want some get back for that, man. You're already, what they say that the Houthi, because they're backed by Iran, already done sunk, some ships over in the Red Sea. So things is heating up, man. Things is heating up in a major, major way. Which I think I didn't have that in the gun, but I might go get that clip though to show you that too. That they're fighting already, in the water. They're already fighting on that. So this is another, this is probably a counterattack based on, they getting their ships sunk. And it's already been a counterattack for that. You know, a counter move, should I say. So, let me see. I might go get that. Let me see. And I might can, let me see what I'm going to call it. What am I say? I don't think I'm even spelling that right. Let's just see. Iran, Red Sea. Houthis. Okay, let me back it up like this. Look, he pulled it up for me. Or the U.S. has been shooting at the Houthi too, which really that's Iran. That's their little proxy people that they're using. And this stuff look old, so I don't think I'm gonna use none of this. Say U.S. There we go. Yeah, here we go. Well, now that's not what I'm looking for. Although I'm gonna play a video of that. Because the US say they shot down. Yeah, we're going to play this one right here. I'm going to play a little bit of it. But they sunk some of the Houthi boats, and there's going to be reaction for that. So I'm going to play some of this.
The spillover effect of Israel-Hamas war is widening in the Red Sea. Tensions are escalating in the region with rising attacks from the Yemen-based Houthi rebels. The latest skirmish between U.S. forces and Houthis, at least 10 rebels were killed and 2 others were wounded. U.S. forces struck Houthi vessels in the southern Red Sea on Sunday after they attacked and tried to board a container ship operated by the Maersk Shipping Company. The vessel is Singapore-flagged and Denmark-owned container ship named Maersk Hangzhou. Small boats originating from Houthi-controlled areas in Yemen fired arms weapons at the Maersk Hangzhou. Responding to the ship's request for assistance, the U.S. shot down 2 anti-ship ballistic missiles from Houthi-controlled areas in Yemen. The U.S. Navy helicopters sunk 3 of the 4 small Houthi boats. The latest incident marks the 23rd attack by the Houthis on international shipping since November 19th. In the wake of rising attacks, India is enhancing its maritime and area surveillance in the Arabian Sea. Task groups, which comprises of destroyers and frigates, have been deployed into that region. This includes INS Kolkata, INS Kochi, INS Mormugao, INS Chennai, and INS Visakhapatnam. In addition, area surveillance by long-range maritime patrol aircraft and remotely piloted aircraft would also take place. Over the last week, maritime vessels transitioning through international shipping lanes in the Red Sea, Gulf of Aden, and Central Arabian Sea have come under a string of attacks. The twin threat is posed by Yemen's Houthi rebels and Somalian pirates. The Houthis, an Iran-backed rebel group, says the attacks are a direct response to Israel's ongoing offensive in Gaza. The U.S. has also launched a maritime coalition of over 20 countries. Operation Prosperity Guardian, as it is called, is underway to tackle the Houthi threat. These countries that are part of it will patrol the region to safeguard commercial shipping against attacks. Remember, the Red Sea is a key entry point for ships using the Suez Canal. 12% of the worldwide trade moves through the route. It also serves as a vital link between Asia and Europe. Due to rising dangers in the West Asian waters, many companies have either suspended their operations or diverted their route through Cape of Good Hope.
So did you see that? Yasser Allah. This war is going to mess up all the trading routes, which is going to affect goods, which is going to affect money. This is the beginning of sorrows that Yahweh Shah told us about in the word that's about to happen, because World War III is about to break out. Straight up. Let's go get that. World War III is about to break out. Point blank, period. Let's go to Revelation. And Lord willing, this is the year. And it look like it is. Because this is about to, I see this thing turning up. So this is Revelation 11:14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And that can't nobody deny that right now. You're seeing it. You're seeing it happening. There's more issues. Everybody bombing on each other. And who done this? Israel done drew everybody out. They're going to start the World War III through the Spirit. I believe it's already started. It's just going to only get bigger as more of the bigger countries and more countries take place, which we just seen in that clip. They're doing a coalition trying to stop Iran from controlling that trade route, through the Houthis. So it's getting there. And man, it excites me to see prophecy unfold. So I'm going to play another clip. And we're going to run some more scriptures off, because I'm here to show you that World War III is here and it's about to blow up bigger. I know a lot of people in my family, a lot of people tell me, I hope it died down. They was hoping it died down. I told them, it's not going to die down. It's only going to escalate. It's only going to intensify, because World War III will happen, as we just read that in that precept. The third wolf coming quickly. And that is so true, because it is. It's as we move forward in the process, every couple of days, something big is happening. A lot of people getting judgment, bombs is going off, artillery. You look like a fool to say, nah, ain't nothing going on. It's business as usual. No, it's not. This is war. Straight up. So watch this clip. Because Iran is already about to retaliate. And I want to see how that's going to fold. I want to see, is Israel going to, claim them attacks? Yeah, we did it. And what? What you going to do about it? You little. We big. And that's how we get down. So check this out. Check out what Iran is just about to do. I think they did that today.
Talk to us about this move from Tehran. How serious of an escalation is this?
Well, I think the warship that Iran has sent is relatively small compared to the US forces, so they're still very much outgunned in terms of force there. But I think what's important is when this is happening. So this is happening at a time of already increased tensions in the Red Sea, and there's obviously this US led plan to try to protect shipping in this area where there have been multiple attacks by Iranian-backed groups on vessels that have really affected global shipping. So I think it's the timing of it that's interesting, and the fact that at this current time, if you've got lots of military ships, US ones from allied forces and Iran in very tight areas, and in areas where shipping is very crowded, then increases the risk of there actually being something that small that escalates into something bigger. So I think that's always the concern in these areas where you have narrow, areas of global shipping, or places where there's a movement of goods. The more kind of military ships that enter into that space, the higher the risk of something happening, even if it's quite small, to spiral into something bigger.
And it's notable that even though you do have that American military presence, you are still seeing a lot of the shipping lines and the container flows actually pause from the region, which brings about a lot of questions in terms of just how much U.S. military strength in the region actually matters. In the meantime, Sylvia, let's talk about military strength in another part of the world. Israel cutting the size of its forces in Gaza specifically. Is this a new phase in its war with Hamas?
It does appear to be this way, and I think it's quite difficult because it was always quite unclear what the tangible goals would be for Israel's invasion of Gaza. They made it very clear that they wouldn't stop until they destroyed Hamas in Gaza, but what that actually meant was still quite unclear. Did that mean, taking out the top leadership? Did that mean eradicating all of the group? It was quite a difficult task to fulfill with unclear boundaries. So I think this looks like it is a starting of pulling out. Though I think it's interesting that there are several reasons why they might have done this. I mean, one of the things that one of the representatives from the government have been talking about is that the army is largely in control of northern Gaza, and there's been this U.S. pressure on Israel to withdraw and to draw back its operations. But there's also, economic reasons that we've seen that, sustaining the level of combat is becoming very expensive for Israel. So that's another factor that's come into it. So it does look like we're entering another phase because in the end it wasn't really clear when they would withdraw. But it does seem like gradually we're entering to another phase of the conflict now.
Woo, you hear that, Senator Washington? Look, you see that Edomite, she was scared. She couldn't even talk. She up there, and they're about to say, Ishmael Elam sat there and talked better than her. She on the news. You supposed to better talk good on the news. She in there, man, she's terrified. Why is she terrified? Because, hey, let's go get it. Let's go get it while she's terrified. And, hey, I'm excited. Like, yeah, Esau. Yeah, coming for you. That woman was terrified. She couldn't even talk good. All that and with about that so check it out. This is why she's scared. This is Jeremiah 51:48. Then the heaven and the earth and all that therein shall sing for Babylon, for the spoilers shall come unto her from the north, said the Lord. Verse 49. As Babylon caused the slain of Israel to fall, so at Babylon shall fall the slain of all the earth. Verse 50. Ye that have escaped the sword, go away, stand not still. Remember the Lord afar off, and let Jerusalem come into your mind. Let the kingdom come in your mind. So the spoilers are coming to Babylon the Great. That's why she all scared. Because deep down inside, she knows that Esau, Babylon the Great, NATO, all of that, because NATO going to turn on Babylon the Great, America. They're not going to win World War III. And this is their end. Esau know deep down inside, that little thing they can't swallow, deep down inside, this is their end. See, we about to get free once we make it past Jacob's trouble. The kingdom of heaven is coming. That's what the Lord said. Let, what did he say? Let Jerusalem come into your mind. Our kingdom about to come online. Their kingdom about to get destroyed. Straight rubble, missiles, plow, all that. They about to be scared. There's no remedy for Esau. We have hope. We have Yahushua coming for us. Lord willing, part of the hopeful elect. We're going to be okay. We're going to make it through this. They're not. And they're saying, remember, this things that Esau, like 40 years ago, 30 years ago, Esau tell you that it's never happened. Nobody never buck up to America. We got this and we got that. We're the strongest in the world. Now all these countries are now bucking up to Esau. And really, they're coming to spoil Esau. He know it's about to happen. Esau, Edom know it's about to happen, man. They're at their weakest point. It's not looking good. They're going to get spread out. They're about to spread them out. And all these heathen countries is about to destroy. Hey, man, run through this mud like a hot knife through butter. And man, am I so ready to see it. Woo, I'm be calling the Lord's name as this place be getting destroyed, Call Halom Yahweh Bashmi, I was shy. Because these devils, they were so proud. They said this will never happen. It is happening. And we are witnessing it. And they scared. Man, that Edomite woman couldn't even talk. She did, man, she probably gonna cry. When they probably cut the camera off, she probably went in her car and cried. Baby, it's over. Do we have no supplies? It's over with. These devils is done. Matter of fact, let's go get this. We're gonna end off with this right here. Let's go get Joel, because this is happening too. Let's go get Joel 3:9. It said the spoilers come and destroy Babylon. That's about to happen. So check it out. This was happening now. You got all these countries coming together, all these militaries rising up. Who the heck heard of a Houthi before this thing popped up, and Hamas and all of that mess? You got all kind of group. Wait till the Hamites jump in the battle. Anybody talking about the Hamites? And the big dogs is waiting in the cut. Russia and China, they waiting in the cut. They gonna let the little dogs fight. Then when it look like Babylon doing, some big dogs will come in and just get the hammering on this sucker. So this is Joel 3:9. Proclaim this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. You know, you got Hamites, Ishmaelites. You know, you got Moabites, Ammonites, man. Everybody beating on their chest like, you know what, America? I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. You know? And this is verse 10. It says, beat your plowshares and the swords, and let your pruning hooks and the spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. You got weak countries. Now talking about, hey, America, you see my missile, right? That's for you. That's for you. I'm about to get that to you, baby. You gonna eat on that. You know, I got 50 cal. Hey, that's them. Hey, the weak are saying they strong. Hoopta should not have no type of way of messing with Babylon the Great. And it shows they're not scared either. Like the scripture said, let the mighty men prepare for war. These other countries, these Gentiles, they ready to die fighting Babylon the Great. Babylon the Great is going into this with their tails tucked. I don't want to fight. You should be scared because I got this and got that. And they like, I don't give a damn what you got. I'm coming for you, man. I'm coming to rumble. You know, the underdog. That's why I said the weak say, I am strong. The Lord is rousing up all these other nations to come up against Babylon the Great, to spoil it. Because the Lord declared that. He said that Babylon the Great America was going to go down. And guess what? It is. You can vividly see it. If you don't, it ain't looking good for you. If you don't, you know, because, hey, World War III is the end of Esau, Edom's rulership. And I'm all for it. I'm sick of these devils. They suck, man. They don't know how to do nothing right. They wicked. They go against our power. Everything is all messed up. The land, the water, the animals, our own people. Everything messed up under this devil's watch. So we need these devils to go out the way. And World War III is this devil getting out the way. So you know what that means, Yashua? I'm all for it. I'm like, yeah. Rise up against that sucker, man. Hey, do what you need to do. You know, don't let the Lord give his men spiritual power in the midst of this. Don't let us get our spiritual power in the midst of this, man. Lord willing, we those men, because, hey, guess what? Hey, we gonna be the finisher to this sucker. That right there would be, man, that'd be so great, Yasharala. Like, you can't write that up no better. We get to, you know, put the finishing moves on like Mortal Kombat when they say finish him. And we get to finish this devil off. You know, then, you know, Lord willing, we part of the hopeful leg, get in the chariot and watch this sucker go by all them ICBM missiles, the millions and millions of nuclear missiles getting launched at this sucker. Man, this mother about to get rocked. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it, you know. The Most High, he going hard right now, man. I'm over excited, like, woo. Lord ain't playing no games. And you can tell he really does hate Esau Edom because he's doing an overkill on this devil. This devil about to watch everything he ever created, everything he made, go up in smoke, in rumble. You know? So with that, I hope this is edifying. I hope it was informative. I want to say Kwam, Yashua Allah, and stay locked in because Yahweh Shai is quickly on the way. Shalom.